Welcome back to Warriors Weekly. Now, the Fitz Files.
This time around on the Fitz Files, you're going to have to do a little math. Now, we always see this situation in the NBA. A team is up 3, under 10 seconds, game on the line. Well, how do you play defense in that situation? Well, you have 3 different scenarios, and would you believe that most teams choose the wrong way to play, at least by percentages? First thing you could do is just play defense and hope a team doesn't make a 3-point shot. But do you know in the NBA that 60 players shoot 40% from the 3-point line? That's essentially 2 a team. So let's assume they're going to make a 3-pointer 40% of the time. That's a lot. You already got a tie game, you're going to overtime. The second thing you could do is foul somebody on the catch, put them at the foul line. They make 2 free throws, you're still up 1. If they miss a free throw, they have to rebound the second miss and then put in a layup to tie the game. We'll tell you how often that happens in a second. And then the third time is the disaster scenario. You actually try to foul somebody on the catch, but you foul him shooting a 3, and the guy gets 3 free throws. So let's break it down mathematically here. If you have 40% 3-point shooters, 60 of them in the league, 2 per team, 40% of the time a team will make a 3 in that situation. That's bad strategy. You don't want to have that. The second one's more interesting. If you look at catching someone, fouling him right away on the catch, okay. Let's assume the guy makes the free throw 80% of the time. Do you know how many offensive rebounds you have off missed free throws in the NBA? Only 10% goes to the offensive team. And then a putback or a layup, let's say they make that 80% of the time too. Remember your probability at all from high school and college? 80% of the made free throw, 10% of the offensive rebound, 80% on the putback layup. 80 times 10 times 80, 6.4%. That's a heck of a lot less than 40%. Why wouldn't you do that every time? Well, you might end up with the third one, the disaster scenario. You try to go catch a guy, but maybe you get a bad call. Maybe you get there late. Maybe you foul him in the act of shooting. Let's say the person's an 80% free thrower. 80% for the first free throw, 80% for the second, 80% for the third. 80 times 80 times 80, it's barely about 51% of the time. So if you really look at it, when you're watching an NBA game, team up 3, under 10 seconds, 6% of the time, 40% of the time, 50% of the time, you want to foul. Believe me. Teams should coach it. They should guard outside the 3-point line, and that is the way to close out games and win more often. And you wonder what the Warriors do? We asked assistant coach Keith Smart, under 10 seconds, 3-point lead, this is what the Warriors do.
Automatic foul. We're going to make sure we foul that guy because you know how the way that people shoot and make 3-point shot, particularly in the last quarter, the percentages are very, very high. So our philosophy and also coaches even bringing it down to maybe 7 seconds to foul a guy and 10 seconds to 7 seconds to make that foul and make them earn at the free throw line and hope that we get the rebound if they miss the ball free throw on purpose.
So at least Don Nelson has it right. He fouls if the players listen to him on that, but they're human beings, so there's no certainty in the NBA. Watch that the next time you see it around the league, pro and college. For the Fitz Files, I'm Bob Fitzgerald for Warriors Weekly.